In the conversation tonight, we welcome a friend of the show, Desert Hot Springs councilperson Gary Gardner. And Gary, thank you for jumping on.
Always my pleasure, Fred. Always my pleasure.
All right, I read a piece today about Coachella and the president making some remarks. You are passionate about this, so I thought it'd be great to bring you on and allow you to fill our viewers in on what this is.
Well, thank you, and I'm happy to do that. The Coachella National Monument is a proposed national monument. It will be on the east side of the Coachella Valley. Covers about 620,000 acres at this point, stretching from the Salton Sea and all the way over to the Colorado River. It's a very significant piece of land for a lot of reasons. From a history perspective, we have a lot of history out there. We have a history of building the Colorado River Aqueduct, of the Patton and his troops out there training for desert warfare during World War II. And it breaks back to ancient times. It was a huge gathering and transit spot for the native peoples of this land, and it's very sacred to them. And it's also rich in scenery and wildlife, which are all very important. And if we enact the Coachella National Monument, if it's created, the Coachella Valley will be the only place in the United States, in a major metropolitan area, that is completely surrounded by national monuments or national parks. We have Joshua Tree National Park to the north. Just to the west of that, we have the Sand to Snow National Monument, which was created by President Obama. Next to that, and around to the south side of the valley, we have the Santa Rosa San Jacinto National Monument. And we have, like I said, a Joshua Tree up there. So we put Coachella on the east side. We're the only major metro area that will be completely surrounded by national monuments or national parks, which will be a huge draw to the valley.
All right, so how close are we now to making this reality?
Congressman Ruiz is our first big supporter of this, and he introduced an act in the House to create it. And now we've whittled it down, changed it a little bit. And so he and Senator Padilla are in the process of doing another bill that ideally we'd love to have the president create it. Having a presidential proclamation which is how both Santa Rosa, San Jacinto, and Sand to Snow were created. The president can do it with a stroke of a pen. And it's a much easier, much cleaner, a much quicker way to do it, particularly given the nature of our current congressional makeup these days.
You got that right.
How well Congress is functioning, shall we say.
Desert Hot Springs councilperson Gary Gardner, thank you for joining us. Thank you for enlightening the audience. I know this is a passion project of yours, and just keep on pushing.
Thank you, Fred. You take care.
You too. And we're back with a check of the day's headlines after this.